was a quiet battlefield. Torn, bound, and broken, it carried scars from years of loss and heartache. And no matter how deeply she cared for William, she couldn't give him the love he so freely offered. The world had taken so much from her hopes, her dreams, pieces of her soul, that it felt impossible to open up again, even to the one person who had always been there for her. She loved him in ways she couldn't express, in ways that would never be enough to bridge the gap between what she felt and what she could give. Every time William poured his heart out to her, she wanted to say the words that echoed in her own chest, to let him know how much he meant to her. But her heart was fragile, encased in fear, held captive by the grief and struggles that life had placed in her path. The love she felt for William was pure, but it was tangled in the wreckage of a heart that had been abandoned, disappointed and scarred by the past. It was like a delicate thread she couldn't bear to pull, afraid it would unravel everything, leaving her exposed, vulnerable. She wanted to give him everything, to be the woman he deserved. But every time she tried, her past rose up in the form of walls she'd carefully built to protect herself. It wasn't that she didn't love him, it was that she was afraid that she wasn't whole enough to offer him the kind of love he had always shown her. Iris knew that William saw past the broken pieces, that he understood the silence behind her eyes, but it didn't make the ache in her heart any less. She wished she could be the woman he needed, but she could not yet. Not while the wounds of her past still bled, leaving her afraid of giving anything more than what she already had. Her heart was torn, bound, and broken. She couldn't give love, even if she wanted to. The world had taken too much from her, leaving her feeling hollow in places she could never show anyone. Still, William was there, unwavering, always pouring out his heart, even when she couldn't give him the same in return. Quiet of those moments, she hoped he understood. She loved him, but some wounds took longer to heal. And until they did, she couldn't offer him more than the fragile heart she had left.